Alright, yo yo yo, it's your boy Yoshi Kid Neo, and we are back with more of Martin's campaign in D&D. Alright, go for it.
Okay, so last time you guys managed to track the thieves back to where they're camping just north of Beaconsdale. Uh, Volathor decided to go up to them personally and see what was up. He wanted to know stuff like what they were doing. They gave you some really shady answers, like it was very official business. Um, Eventually, Volathor convinced them that he was there for their benefit, and was able to sneak a peek at what was inside of the cart that they were toting. Once he looked inside, he found the various magical items that Lucius had described, and backed away suddenly and saying that he didn't want any of that. Now you guys are on top of the cliff, roughly, deciding what you want to do with these people.
Okay. So we're on top of the cliff. Volathor went down there
Volathor
and came back.
Sure.
Are we everybody on top of the cliff, or is Zam and I still behind the tent?
You are still behind the tent, as far as I know.
I was just making sure.
Okay. Well, are you going to be role-playing Volathor then?
I will be controlling Volathor anyway. Apparently I will be controlling Volathor and the cats because Justin doesn't want to be on the, I don't know, he's probably busy. Probably writing some shit.
Gotcha.
I'm cleaning everything, putting the new tag on my car, getting my new driver's license, all that.
Anyway, I will be controlling those two characters.
Gotcha.
Justin will tell me what he wants to do anyway, so it's fine.
So if we're behind the tent, did Volathor tell us exactly what they were told? Or what he was told?
He relayed that to you guys at the end of last session.
Okay. So he relayed that he found the items. These guys are on official business.
Official.
Okay. And everybody seems to want to just kill them?
I guess. I'm not sure if everyone actually came to a conclusion on on whether or not to just kill them.
And last thing, I'm on top of a cliff right now?
Yes, it's about 15 feet tall.
15 feet. Okay. How many?
You see 5, and you know that there are 2 inside of the tent fucking.
Oh yeah, that's true. They're having a good time, but nature doesn't know what this is, what that means.
You hear various moaning coming from the tent. Let's do the rolls. Let's start it off, guys.
Wait, what's happening?
Zam has decided to try to sneak a peek to see what's going on in the tent.
Hold up. Shit. I would like to have made a thing before that.
What thing?
I would like to tell, Gloop, is that his name?
Yes.
I know there's a guard on the other side of the tent, like in front of a wagon, right? And I also know there's a lot of darkness behind there, like on the way. I would like to try to stealth and position myself in an attack position for the guard in case things go wrong.
Okay,
And
well, we will say that those two things happen simultaneously.
I was gonna say and tell Gloop to just light the tin on fire if I get caught. It's a distraction. If you can
Okay,
relay that to Zam and ask if he's cool with that idea.
Once you're done typing that, I'll let you know what I want to do.
Okay.
So, my druid craft, I have a 30 feet range. So I want to get within 30 feet of that fire and then use druid craft to snuff it out. Also, did Volathor find out if these guys are humans?
You can tell that they were humans.
Okay, beautiful. See, I want to step up a little close in order to get within range.
That's nice.
Okay, so Zam has agreed to this plan of action. I shall roll you some stealth. Actually, Zam's roll, I guess. Let's see. Congratulations, you managed to roll an 11. I shall now roll for the guards' perception checks.
You rolled in roll 20, right?
Yes, I rolled in roll 20.
Jesus, that seems low for those stats that I have in stealth.
It was a pretty shitty roll.
Yeah, just because you got good
okay,
stats, you'll get.
That's fair. I was about to be like, Mine, the fuck you doing to me?
Okay. 2. Okay. So you managed to get. Let's see.
Is that gray thing a rope?
Yes. You do manage to get behind everyone.
Good.
Did you go away, Martin?
What?
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you managed to get to where you wanted to go, but one of the guards hurt you. But as you were settling in, you accidentally snapped a twig that you didn't see. And one of the guards notices, snaps, turns around quickly, and yells, "Halt! Who's there?" And tells you to step out
I
of the
meow.
shadows. You meow.
Roll
Alright,
to deceive, meow like a
give me
cat.
your best meow.
Meow.
Mm-hmm.
Meow.
Okay. Right. Let's see.
I feel like I should get advantage because I am in fact a cat, just larger than normal.
You rolled a 17. So, the other guard hears it and tells her, "Ah, it's just a cat. Leave it alone." She's uneasy about this, but she turns back around and ignores you.
That trick is never going to get old to me. It is officially 2 out of 2 for working.
That's dope. I take it was last session at work too.
So you want to snuff out the fire.
Yes, using Druidcraft.
Do you want to do it stealthily, or you're just
well, I mean, it is just...
Who's snuffing the fire?
I
that
am.
would be sure. Let me see.
Thanks, love.
You're welcome. I love you.
I love you.
Have fun.
Hold it. No.
You're going to snuff out the fire.
Yes.
It is a small campfire.
Beautiful.
Oh, you do it. It is now fucking dark. Who put out the campfire? Samson! Light that campfire! And he starts getting work on it.
The moment he lights it back up, I'll use Druidcraft again and keep doing it. But for now, I want to...
It's not... You're just like automatically going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, so he manages to get it lit up, and...
Not yet.
He's like working at it with his little tinder box there. A few sparks, and he manages to get any of the leftover embers from the fire back lit up again.
Yeah, I'll Druidcraft that and stuff it out again.
So you do that, and you can see this. Yanjimi can't due to his position, and the other two can't see shit.
Because they don't have dark vision like noobs. I'm also kidding.
I want you to know this is reminding me of that one scene where they're turning the lights on and off. Life, death, life, death, life, death, life, death.
Sorry, the campfire won't stay lit. It keeps just going out.
At this point, I want to use Druidcraft again, but I want, let's see. I want to make a sound of a small animal, probably like a crow, come from this tree, and then from this tree, and then from this tree, and then from this tree, and keep on doing it to try to freak them all out.
Hey, so everybody's distracted with the campfire right now currently, correct?
We haven't gotten to that point. I haven't said anything. I was just letting nature talk.
Oh, I can't hear. No, sure.
You can't?
No.
In Discord, you can't hear me?
I think he might be in the Roll20
No.
chat, not...
No, he's
Oh,
in
no.
Discord.
Well, I can't hear him at all.
Alright, how about now? Make sure he doesn't have me muted.
I can hear you now.
Okay,
When you
cool.
said, oh, alright, how about now? I was like, ooh, perfect.
Cool.
Did you think you were just like talking to me and that's it?
I legit thought he was typing out everything.
No.
He's not typing out everything.
Because there would just be like long pauses of you not saying anything and then going, "Oh, so you want to do that?" And I was like, "Oh, he's typing."
Disadvantage.
So since I couldn't hear him, what's currently going on?
Well, I used my druid craft to snuff out the fire so that they can't see because they're human. And then I used my druid craft when they started trying to figure out why they can't light their fire to make a bunch of different crow sounds come from various trees around the forest to try to freak them out.
So you only have 30 feet on that. If I'm not wrong, I don't think you can make sound that far away.
No. It would just be within the 30 feet range, so I would try to move to the locations I'd need to. So
Hey,
Yes.
so can I make a sleight of hand check to like casually slip one magical item, like the smallest one, out of the wagon?
You can try.
I would enjoy doing that. Also, remember that I have whatever the rogue ability is that doubles it. It should be in my like traits thing.
You mean your...
expertise.
Yeah, that.
Yes.
It doubles your proficiency, so you would have +4 from your proficiency rather than just +2.
Yeah, so it's like a +8 overall or something ridiculous like.
That's not even that high, dude. I'll roll it for you. See, so you move up.
What'd I get on my roll?
Yeah, you got a 9. 11, but with your extra proficiency bonus, but that's still garbage.
At least it's not in that one.
That's also still enough for someone to hear you turn around and see you rooting around in the cart.
Yeah, but they're also distracted by the fire.
Can they see? Do they have dark vision?
They definitely know who's there.
That makes sense.
Halt! You stop what you're doing. I know
Rolls
you're
to
there.
I roll to me out because a cat causing mayhem is not out of the normal.
That might be out of normal if the cat in question were in the wilderness and they were in the wilderness. And it was a bunch of humans. Let
Meow.
roll deception for you. As is the way. You rolled an 8.
Did they not 20?
So you go, this is bad. You go to Meow and the one that hears you, it notices something, somewhat different about your Meow. It sounds a little too guttural for just like a regular cat. and she immediately takes a shot at you in the dark. Someone decided. Someone keeps turning off the campfire.
Yes.
Turning off the campfire. Wow. You are the wrong token. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. Alright. Sure, you see. Oh, wow. Okay. So, it. So she takes a shot at you in your direction with a crossbow, with her crossbow, and she is just unable to hit you. It hits the tree instead, making a somewhat loud thud, kind of close to the tree. Wouldn't have lost any energy or anything. The other guard to the south of her, not the one at the campfire, is like, "Come on, we don't need to fire at the cats. Just cats. What are they going to do?" And she, the one that fired the crossbow, sighs, annoyed, just kind of irritated sounding, puts away her crossbow, but not before loading another bolt, so that she may be able to fire it again quickly.
It's at this moment I would like to cast Druidcraft to make it sound like a skunk is in the tent.
How close am I to the crossbow bolt lady?
Looks like 10 feet.
Yep, 10 feet. She's like, yeah, 10 feet. She's facing in your direction, but she can't see you. It's fucking dark.
Nurture, I see you lighting up, but you're not coming through.
Yeah, for real?
There we go.
Okay. So I'm not sure what the issue is.
It might just be Troy Cable being terrible, as it's known to be.
No, I didn't hear him either.
Oh, I wasn't speaking, but... So while he's trying to eat the clothes or whatever, yeah, skunk smell emanating from the tent.
What is Gloop currently doing, since I can't see the chat?
Gloop is trying to get the clothes that he sees inside the tent. I think he wants to eat them.
He needs to grow huge. I roll to sleight of hand the wagon again.
God, it would be crit fail. This is... Come on, guys. Why?
That's hilarious.
What happened?
You got a 9
you rolled
again?
an 11.
Or 11.
You can actually change
Again?
how it does it. You can actually add your expertise in the sheet.
Yep.
You just have to go in and do it.
Yeah, there's a thing. It's under traits or abilities or something that has the expertise there with the +8 already.
You have expertise.
Should be sleight of hand and persuasion. And it should be on my sheet.
clicking the thing on the skills bar is so much better.
You said
You're not
persuasion?
wrong.
Sleight of hand
Persuasion and
persuasion. Alright, I fixed it. Now it does do that. So it should automatically give him the dual proficiency bonus now.
Anyway.
Yeah, it works now. Cool. Alright, so
She again notices something going through the cart and fires another crossbow to you. It also misses and hits the tree. But this time, she motions to the other woman down there, and it's like, "Hey, get out your lantern." And she does so. She lights her lantern. And you said from the tents?
yeah, from the tent, like the entrance of it, I want it to smell like a skunk.
So you do that.
To try to make the people in there get queasy and go out.
You do that. This guy, he's the first one to smell it. It's like, oh, I know you two are going at it. I didn't think you were into scat. Ugh. And he just like walks back over to the tent to where the other two are. The two inside of the tent, they also smell this. Two token here. And they scurry out real quick, naked. The campfire is still unlit because you interrupted them. They Alright, so this guy, the male one, runs directly into the tree
Beautiful.
and falls over backwards.
Dick flopping.
Dick flop, yes. The woman manages to avoid the tree and gets a little bit farther away from the tent. Boobs are bouncing.
Oh. Did you not see what Zam had done?
I didn't.
He threw a torch at them. Okie dokie.
The tent is now on fire.
Well, that was unexpected. That's not what I was going for.
What happened?
Zam lit the tent on fire.
The tent is on fire. The two that were having sex are now outside of them. One of them has fallen backwards because they didn't see the tree there because it's dark as hell.
Probably not anymore.
No, it was dark as hell. Ulthor's just watching this. It's like, wow. What?
Using this momentum with the sudden fire of the tent, the skunk smell, and trying to get them away from Naya, I would like to, as ferally as I could, roar like a bear from on top of this cliff. Now that the commotion has started, I will try to
Roll deception with, I don't know, persuasion with advantage. I'm going to roll 7 wisdom checks. thank God I don't have to roll 7 wisdom checks. All 4 of them failed.
Neat.
So there is collective panic as they hear this. There is collective panic as a bear roar emanates from on top of the cliff. In addition to the tent now being on fire, guards look like guards, peoples are all, oh my god, the tent is on fire,
And there's a bear.
and there's a bear. The guards, not having planned for this, and also a lot of their stuff was in the side of the tent, namely clothes and rations and such. They are going to collectively back away into formation. We're calling them guards. That's because reasons. I can't remember to say anything else. You know, in formation. This guy, still naked, still getting up. He's gonna walk up naked. Then notify that one's naked. That one's naked. So we're gonna do that. They're all on the lookout for the bear that they heard. Let's see. I think this is the point in which Jeff would do something with his character.
Where are they in relation to me?
Southeast of you, backing away from everything that's going on to the west.
So they're coming towards me?
No, they're backing away from you.
Yeah.
You are on the northern part of the map, and they are southwest of you, collectively.
So I'm no longer in any position to, like, stab them.
No.
I roll to take shit from the, wagon.
Where is my list? I have a list.
Meow. Come here.
I'm kind of salty I didn't realize what was going on. Because I kind of
said
wanted
everything very, very slowly.
I know. I thought I was at a different part of the map than I was. I was waiting for them to, like, back up so I could, like, sneak attack the one with the crossbow and just be like, meow.
You could probably still make that happen. You just gotta get on the other side of them.
Let's see, I'm gonna roll 1d15.
A D15.
I chose a number out of my ass. 6, 7, 8. You reach in to the cart and you pull out a goblet. As you inspect it and tip it over, water pours out of it. That's how that works, right? Once. It does that exactly once.
Is there a puddle on the ground? Or is it just, like, wet in the ground?
It is now wettened ground. It's not a puddle.
Okay. That was very important.
No,
So
it
he can
doesn't.
go splash in the puddle with his rain boots.
I may or may not have, like, I may or may not have been thinking, like, if it's a puddle, I'm just gonna lap up the water. Just...
No, it's not a puddle. The water would have soaked into the ground as it did. Let's see.
I check for a name on the inside of the goblet.
Check.
Has pulled a cup out of the goblet.
Yep.
What does that mean?
Fucking look, I am being a very good person and allowing.
I'm giving you the chance to make a joke here, Martin. This is why I'm inspecting it for a name.
You don't see a name.
Can't believe you just missed that Harry Potter joke.
I wasn't going for it. I knew what you were going for, and I was not going to say it.
You weren't gonna say that Harry's name was inside the Goblet of Fire?
No. First of all, water pouring out of the goblet.
All right. So they're currently gathering in formation while the tent burns. So I'm going to do my best to keep their attention towards this area to let Gloop and Nia or Naya do their thing in the cart. I would like to use Druidcraft to make a baby bear sound. Coming from the cliffside direction to maybe just a little bit south of my position. That way they think that maybe they have angered a mother bear and her cub.
Roll deception with advantage because you would definitely know what a baby bear sounds like, I would assume. I would hope so, anyway.
I used to be a baby bear.
Alright, so collectively, they fail their perception rolls. Or whatever, insight. Doesn't matter, the same stat. And they're, the captain, or what looks like the captain, the leader, the one who's been talking the entire time because I don't feel like making up more voices. It's like, Samson, did you check that? Did you check the cliff foreign caves? Is that a bear? Baby bear? I don't remember. I know. Amy. You made us set up camp in front of a bear home? I didn't. When we get to the Ember Post, I'm going to have you punished, Samson. Yes, sir. Yes, Captain. The two naked ones just sort of like looking bashful, just like trying to make themselves as imperceivable as possible by standing still. The others are just sort of watching this like, this sure is happening.
Okay. So now they're scared shitless of a bear and her cub. That's good.
Yep.
Are they doing anything with the cart?
They don't. You don't see that they are making any moves to go back towards the cart, but they do appear to be staying still.
Okay.
So, for reference, Najima, how how big is Najima in terms of like bear size? Could they mistake him for a baby bear?
You're too lean.
Too lean?
No.
Even if it was just like rustling in the forest?
Your sound would come from a different location than Nature's sound came from.
That's fair. I was wondering for like if I tried to like what's the word I'm looking for?
Steve.
Switch positions and then be like, ooh, Russell, ooh.
I think Nature has the sound making covered with its Rudecraft.
So at this point, I would like to use that rope to climb down. Would they be able to see me though?
Behind the fire that's still going on?
Yeah, I don't know how tall the tent is.
That's pretty fucking tall. Well, the fire is tall anyway.
Okay.
Behind the fire,
Because
I would have you roll stealth with it with
actually,
advantage.
do I have any rope? I have a net. I would like to. I'm going to. You said stealth with disadvantage?
You get advantage.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'll try to climb down.
Because you're
Stealthily.
behind a fire. Okay. Yeah, you succeed.
Yeah. And then I'll go south. Probably about right behind this tree. And then I would like to make some bear grunts. And maybe smack the shit out of the tree with my claws to try to make them feel like I'm marking my territory.
As I see Nurture doing this, because I assume I can see Nurture climb down because of where I am, I would like to start making my way, like, in the circle,
Yes.
still staying in the woods, but towards the guards, you know what I mean?
Alright. What are you going to try to do when you get to the guards? If you get to the guards. Because they look like guards.
I just want to move a little bit closer in case things don't happen favorably.
Alright. We're gonna say that you are in fact successful at doing that. You're now a little bit closer to them. About 15 feet close. The furthest one away, the closest one to you is about 15 feet away.
Perfect. Is it the crossbow lady?
No. It's the guy that was trying to make the fire.
Ah, okay. Whatever can cats do?
Whatever can cats do is...
The one who made the comment like cats can't do anything. So how's Nurture's thing?
He's hiding out. Guards are gonna back away again because he's making bear sounds some more. Voltor is going to try climbing down, but actually, Volathor is going to would be smart to climb down over here because he had previously set up a rope over here. Someone follow nature around, I guess.
I want to progressively get close to them, but still out of sight with the flames Actually, I want to get to where I'm close enough to where the flames sort of barely light up my figure as I'm walking through the woods to try to make them be like, oh, fuck, there's a bear.
Okay.
So, like, not to where they can see, only I wanted them to see the silhouette of a bear as I'm scraping a tree with my claws.
All right.
So, probably about, like, right there. Still making my bear grunts.
You'd have to be on the other side of that tree.
This way?
Right here. Or possibly even right here.
Alright. And that's just to get a silhouette.
Well, there's an hide behind the tree. So... So they notice that you are in fact doing bear things very aggressively to that tree. Much like one of them was doing human things very aggressively to that woman. Let's see. Roll a persuasion for me. Okay, so three of them, sorry, are able to hold their ground, but the two naked ones and the other two at the back fucking run away in fear. I.e., they're no longer like here. I'm just gonna put them over here because I don't feel like eating the token. But for all intents and purposes, you have scared them away.
Beautiful.
They are running toward the Ember Post.
Leaving their cart behind.
But now there are only three of them left. They are made of sterner stuff than the other four, two of which have plenty of reason to want to run away. But these three seem to think that they could take a bear if they just stay calm and, you know.
Is crossbow guy one of the ones that ran?
First of all, that was a woman, and yes.
I mean fire guy. Sorry, fire
guy?
star.
No, fire guy is still there. Fire guy and the captain are still there.
Alright, so these three think they can take on a bear. I would like to...
I would also like to note that they have drawn weapons.
Drawn weapons. Okay.
What are these weapons, since we all should be able to see them? Just regular longswords?
Are the weapons? What did I... Let's see. Yes, regular ass longswords.
None of them have?
The one in the middle have a crossbow. Has a crossbow in her hand.
Okay.
So they drew weapons. They think they can take on a bear. But once let's see. I'm gonna duck out of sight and transform into a panther.
A panther.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'll wild shape into a panther.
You do that.
I don't know why it's so tiny, but there we go. I would like to stealth my way. What is my movement speed in panther form?
Isn't it 40?
It's 50.
50? Wow.
Yes. Panther OP.
P.
So I would like to make my way sort of behind them, about right. Let's see how far. Yeah, about right here.
Roll your stealth check with advantage. Since they're still staring in the direction of disappeared. Yeah, they're not gonna see them.
Go. When I'm back there, I would like to let out a nice loud panther growl.
Roll. I should have said intimidation first, but I don't. That matters. Roll your intimidation.
Boom and boom.
Okay. So, fire lighting guy and the woman doesn't have like a moniker since actual crossbow woman has left. They turn to the captain. They're like, "Hey, Cap, maybe it's not a good idea to stay here. You don't know what else is in these woods." And he's like, "If we all stay together," and he looks behind him. He sees, for a second, he thinks he sees the rest of them, but he blinks and their silhouettes appear to be gone. He mutters something about
Pussies?
spineless cowards.
Oh, that works too.
And then it's like, all right, well, we're just gonna have to regroup at the Emperor. Leave the stuff here, no one's going to get it. Not with all these animals running about. We'll come back tomorrow. And run off. You're running off. They are gone.
Beautiful. At this point, I would casually walk in panther form back towards the fire.
The fire is now lower. By the way, it is smaller.
As I get close to it, I revert back to my normal bear self. Interesting.
I walk back towards the wagon.
Yep. You guys sure are successful at doing that. Mine's making use.
Well,
So,
looks like they weren't ready for a bear, or a cat, or a panther.
okay. But how do we get the cart back?
Well,
It has wheels. It rolls.
I feel like I'm strong enough to pull it. I am rather large. And a bear.
That is true. I also found this, and I show Nurture the Grail, and I like tip it over to see if water comes out again.
What's so special about that
So-
goblet?
Water came out of it like the first time I tipped it over when there wasn't any water in it, so I'm just getting kind of like sporadically tipping it over to see if it happens again.
Interesting. Like magic.
Like magic, like a goblet of water.
Huh. Feel like I've heard something like that before.
Yeah, but you know, it kind of sticks to first, so now the goblet's gotten kind of hairy.
Well, I remember hearing that gentleman say that they were going to a place called the Ember Post, and they wouldn't return until tomorrow. That should give us plenty of time to get this cart out of here, and then investigate to make sure all the stuff is here. Do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Volathor chimes in. Yeah, all the stuff seems to be there. I looked, and when I came down to talk to them,
Okay, good.
it looks like everything's there.
Let's see. I would like to walk to the tent as it is now, I guess, smoldering ashes, maybe.
It sure
And
is.
I wanna check to make sure there's nothing that could be of value that survived, like maybe swords or armor pieces that aren't just.
Roll
what
investigation.
Let's see. Let's get rid of the panther form. Let's do. Oh dear.
So as you're like pushing aside stuff, you do find a sword, but when you go to pick it up, it looks like it's really fucked up. Like it's bent pretty far for some reason. And then there's another sword, same thing, and everything else just seems to be
Burnt.
really just melted or burnt or whatever.
All
It's
right.
kind of a large fire, and
Yeah. Well,
Can
there's
I-
nothing
Miracle
useful
something
in this
survived.
tent, that's for sure.
So there is no armor pieces or anything like that around, not even like the wagon or anything.
no, there would be nothing else. Anything like armor would have been inside of the tent. Anyway, in addition, everything else of value would be on the carts. They had their equipment on them as they were keeping watch.
Yeah, I forgot that the other two probably had their. Well, the other guy probably had his armor
Well, there are two
inside
of
the
them
tent.
that are fucking naked, which is
I'm
kind
aware.
of funny.
I'm gonna
I
use
have
the
disguise
bathroom real
kit,
quick.
so I
Be
was
right
just
back.
kind of looking.
So, she'll wait for. Would you like to do anything while nature is preoccupied with pissing on a tree? Justin?
Huh?
Would you like to do anything while nature is preoccupied with relieving himself on a tree?
I'd like to look for the shinies in the wagon.
Okay. So in the wagon, you find some scale mail, and as you touch each of these items, you feel like a jolt of magic shake you. This reassures you that the stuff is in fact magical. You find scale mail, some plate armor. You find some boots, a quarterstaff. What's this? I'm gonna say that is a leather armor.
Caffeinated armor.
That is the leather armor. Once you get
What did the boots of quickness? I would like to cast
These are-
detect magic as a ritual to make sure these are all magical.
they are definitely all magical.
I would the like shiniest one.
You
I just,
find
like,
an
take-
orb of glass.
An orb of glass.
It looks like glass. as you pull it out. Doesn't look very special, but is definitely very, very shiny.
I put the goblet back and like very gently
That's about
like
6 inches in diameter. Just like straight up glass.
I very gently store it on my body somewhere. I think I should have a bag or something.
You do. You are able to do that.
It is now
And
my
this is
shiny.
just the list that Lucius told you about.
It is now my shiny.
Yep.
Is there more stuff than what is on this list in the cart? Like, have they collected from other places on their way here? Or just
Nope.
Lucius? Okay.
It looks... roll... Insight?
Insight.
You surmise to yourself that they probably came directly from Holden Harbor and we're just going to go directly to the Ember Post before making any more confiscations.
Gotcha. I would like to pretty much reciprocate that information to everybody. I believe that they're heading straight to the Ember Post with this stuff, and then they'll go to other locations. So what we should probably do is bring all these items back to Lucius, and then go to the Ember Post to see what we can find out. Who's behind all the confiscations?
Well, this is, at this point, I believe Volithor would be like, well, I got nothing else better to do, so I'm down.
That does sound like
I
a
agree with
Volithor
this.
thing to do.
Yeah, that seems like the thing to do though. Though didn't they say that like the Empire was the one in charge of the collections already?
They did,
Official
but
orders?
I don't...
That is the rumor that is going around, yes.
Do we know if the Empire is posted at the Ember Post?
Yes.
Okay.
That is something the guy would have told you back then.
Well, regardless, these are stolen goods at this point from the Empire's perspective. So we should probably get them as close to town as we can, and then let Lucius know, and he can come and collect them, and we'll help.
All right. I guess it's back off to Holden Harbor. Who wants to pull the cart?
Many hands make light work. We should all do it. I'll lead.
Volithor sighs heavily. Just wanted to eat some meat.
We can get you a nice mutton when we get back.
Oh, that sounds lovely, nature. Alright, so I save that. I did. So anything else you guys wanna do right now specifically?
Well, the only thing I want to do is check what the Boots of Quickness and Booming Quarterstaff do, magic-wise. I don't have Identify, but you can use a short rest in order to identify what they do. Typically.
It'll take you a few days it'll take you at least 1 day to get back to Beckinsdale.
Okay.
So you can do that on the long rest that I assume that you guys take during your travels.
I'm cool with doing that.
Alright, so we are now on the way back. I'm going to turn on some music because it's quiet. Not that one. So, y'all are boots. I don't know. Zoom in more. It'll end up about here. It's the sunrise. As the night goes on, you all start to feel the weariness of the day set in, and like, you make up a sort of camp. It's not really much. All of you have had some experience sleeping in similarly bad conditions. Yajima probably can sleep anywhere, since he's a cat. Nature literally spent most of his life in the wilderness, because he's a bear. Not sure why Gloop exactly is fine with this, but it's whatever. Bolithor seems pretty tired, so he just sort of finds a...
Hmm?
I'm going to hang out with Emily.
Okay. Have fun. See you later. Love you.
He sort of just finds a spot that looks relatively soft on the ground, just sort of like... You see him sort of tip backwards, tip forwards, tip backwards again, and then he just slams face down into the dirt, and you hear snoring.
And this
But
is when
he's
we
now,
arrive
like,
at Beaconsdale?
You're just a little bit north of Beaconsdale.
Okay.
We're about where the red X is. You can tell that's an X.
Yeah.
It's at this point that I will allow you to do your inspection of the magical item or items.
How many can I choose?
You can choose roll 1
Roll a what?
plus 1. A 1d4 plus 1.
4.
So you can do 4.
Let me do the Booming Quarterstaff, Boots of Quickness.
You wouldn't know which ones exactly are them. I will go back to the thing. That's the list that Lucius gave you.
Okay. Well, I would assume whatever has a stick that does not have a fine point.
You do notice that there is one stick that does not have a fine point,
I want
and
that
one
one.
stick with a fine point. So
Do
you
not-
take the
yeah.
quarterstaff.
I
There
want to
is
look for...
scale mail, plate mail, or plate armor, boots. Well, there are actually 2 boots. One leather armor. There's a ring. For some reason, there is no glass orb that you can see in there. I'm not sure. You just did mention something about an orb, and there's also an axe and the goblet that Yajima was messing with.
So, can I tell any difference between the boots?
Let's see. One of them seems to be stitched with what appear to be wings on either side of them. The other one seems kind of plain.
I would like to take the boots with the wings.
Okay.
So I got the staff, the boots, and you said there was scale mail, leather armor.
There is one leather armor.
I think I will take both of those.
The scale mail and the leather armor.
Yes.
Justin, would you like to do anything during long rest?
So he just took those items?
Oh, he's going to inspect them.
Oh, inspect them, okay.
Yeah, I'm not
Or
taking
magical
them for
properties.
myself. I just want to see what
Oh.
they do.
And we're having a long rest? I want to curl up around my shiny glass ball and take a nap.
Okay.
Oh, before we do a long rest, I cast Goodberry.
You like shove one of them into Volithor's mouth, like force him to chew and swallow.
Yeah. So pretty much all 4 of us will eat a Goodberry before we go to sleep.
Nyanjima is actually curled around the orb, so
Okay.
like I assume that you would be able to like look at him and be like, it's something shiny. It's unnaturally shiny. But Nyanjima seems to like it, so anyway. The booming quarterstaff. You feel something. It reminds you of the sound that thunder makes, or lightning makes when it strikes and booms thunder. You feel that even the storms couldn't take you while you hold it. I will message this to you. Whisper form.
Okie dokie.
Sure. This works.
If you need to, you can send it on Discord as well.
Aha!
There we go.
And you got the boots, scale mail, and what is it?
The leather armor as well.
Okay. So the leather armor, as you hold it, you feel the wear of the day escape you through your hand. And you also notice that the armor itself seems to be of a higher quality than regular leather armor. As you hold the scale mail, you start feeling a little jittering in your back paws, feet, question mark, and you are able to discern that if someone were to wear this is what would happen. What was the other thing again?
The boots.
Ah, yes.
With the feathers on the side, or the wings.
You feel a similar thing from those boots?
Okay.
Nyanjima? Alright, so y'all wake up. Nyanjima, while you were sleeping, you had a dream that you spoke a word, and the orb suddenly took on a glassy sheen of a different color. But you're not like 100% sure what exactly the word was. I don't know if you heard. Justin. Brady, you can hear me, right?
Oh yeah. Hey Justin, are you there? He seems to have gone AFK. without alerting.
Justin? You did say he was busy doing this, but... Anyway, you guys make your way to Beaconsdale. Back into Beaconsdale. Unless
Sounds good.
that's not what you want. Damn it, Justin. Did you hear the part about the dream? Justin? 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 Brady?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Justin? You make your way. Do you want to go back through Beaconsdale like you did when you were from Holden Harbor?
Are you talking to me or Justin?
Just wherever.
I feel like we could definitely walk through it, but we should probably walk around if that is possible.
Luthor thinks this is a reasonable suggestion and votes with you.
Hey, so what was happening? I was on the phone. Hello?
Hello.
Hi, I was on the phone. I apologize.
So we wake up from our long rest and begin our journey. We're currently
Next
trying to
time-
figure out if we want to go through Beaconsdale with this cart of magic items that we just took from the Empire, or if we want to go around a...
Martin said something about a dream.
Yes, while you were sleeping, you had a dream about, you said a word, and you're not sure what word it was, but the orb changed color.
What are you shocked about?
Change.
Change in what? The day?
Are you telling the orb that? Is that what your command word's going to be?
I am telling the orb change.
Okay.
Does anything
changes? It goes from clear, and now there is a swirl of color around it, as it's kind of unsure of what color you want it to be.
I just kind of go red.
It turns red, like a really bright red too. It's almost luminescent. You don't, but you're not sure if that's just the sunlight of the new day reflecting off of it.
Fuchsia.
It turns fuchsia. It is now.
Do I see this happening?
Yes, you see this happen.
Change brown.
It does not change for you. Sure.
Change brown.
It changes for Najima, and
Ooh.
it turns a nice earthy brown.
Well, that's
Still
pretty
very
neat.
shiny.
It seems like you've got a pet rock that changes color.
Nurture. I have an idea. I think you're going to like this color.
Oh?
Change honey yellow.
Ooh.
It changes. The fuchsia swirls. The brown swirls, and as it gets brighter and brighter to more yellow color, it takes on this just absolutely delectable yellow honey looking color.
That looks delicious. Do you mind if I try licking it?
You can try.
I would like
Just
to
don't eat
lick
it.
the orb, just to see if it tastes like honey.
It tastes like glass.
Well, that's disappointing. It tastes like glass. But, that's fine. I have honey right here. And I would like to eat a, I will eat a honey cough pop.
Okay. Do that. Feel somewhat energized.
All right. Now,
I look at the orb, and I say, and I say, cycle primary colors.
So is this like light primary colors or pigment primary colors?
Pigment.
Okay, so you watch as the orb sort of flashes from yellow to magenta to cyan and then back to yellow again, and it just keeps doing this. Like these are
I,
three drastically different colors, so
okay, this is definitely magic.
that's what tips you. Okay, whatever. That's what tips you off.
I tell it to change to silver.
It takes on a gray and shiny sheen, but it doesn't look exactly metallic. But maybe, given the right circumstance, you can get someone that it's metal.
Hey, so we should probably go around town with this set of stuff.
I
You
believe
definitely.
that is true. And luckily, everyone else agrees too, so...
Yes, Volthorpe seems. Yeah, sure, whatever. Sounds great. Um. So you guys walk around town, and presumably you are continuing your trek back to Holden Arm. Correct. Just going directly back. Guys, can you hear me?
Yes. I mean, you were very low. I didn't hear your question.
So you guys are going to Holden here
Yes.
still?
Yeah, directly back to Lucius's.
Alright. So it takes you a couple of days. But you do get back to Holden Harbor. And nothing has bothered you. Between Nyajima and Nietzsche's ability to see in the dark, you all seem fine.
Nietzsche.
Did you want to do anything else during your consecutive long rests?
I guess I will try to identify all the rest of the items.
Okay, so you pick up, during one of your long rests, you pick up the plate armor. Much to your chagrin, you're gonna have to go through this eventually, so you might as well go get it over with first. Throughout the night, or while you're like holding it and stuff, an idea pops into your head. You say a word of your choosing, and the armor disappears. But you can still feel it in your paws.
Jenga.
And it's back.
Jenga.
Oh, sure is doing that.
Jenga. Jenga.
The ring that you find. You feel when you're holding the ring, you feel a spring in your step.
Huh. That looks familiar.
Gee, where I copied and pasted that one from. The goblet. You had an idea that it did something with water. You weren't sure exactly how it worked, but now you are. You pick up the axe, and you notice that it is definitely a good axe. Despite not having much personal experience with axes, but it appears to, while you're at the campfire, you notice that as you move the axe forward and away from the campfire sort of runs away from it.
Literally runs.
Yes, the campfire appears to just sprout legs and just start walking away, trying to walk away. But
very interesting.
when it tries to walk away, it can't really get anywhere because the source of the campfire is at the logs. So you notice this, and when you put the axe over the campfire just sort of goes out.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That was supposed to go to his nature, but I think it's funny. The spear, you notice that while it looks plain, it is of a fine make. And it's you notice with a similar amount of work, you are able to get it to change colors. Also the boots. Those do the same. Those are also. You have 3 color changing items.
Well, that's pretty interesting. Believe that is all of them.
Yup.
So as we wake up from one of the long rests, I would like to look at the party and be like, well, our goal was to give all these items back to Lucius, but maybe we can get some of these items as part of our payment. What do you guys think?
I look at the orb and say, bright.
It does nothing. It does nothing. It stays.
Dark.
It stays cycling colors.
Dark.
And it continues cycling colors.
Shiny.
It's definitely still shiny.
Blue.
It turns blue.
Green.
It turns green.
I look up at Nurture. It was blue. I thought if it was green it would die.
That sounds like a really good start to a song. You should be a writer. Or a bard.
You're welcome, Martin.
Anyway. You guys make it back to Holden Harbor. Back to Lucius. That's your plan, right?
Yep.
Still. You're not gonna like...
We're not going to that tower just yet.
What color is Lucius's shop again?
It's kind of like a... It's got some wood. And it's got some stone. It's kind of like brown and grayish.
So it's not blue?
No, it's not. I said it was blue last time. I don't remember.
I thought just Lucius was blue.
No, Lucius is blue. Lucius is definitely blue.
So he lives in a blue house?
No, he does not live in a fucking blue house. In a blue world. Stop.
But is blue the color of all that he wears?
Let me check. He seems to be wearing a golden leather jacket. You can tell that it's definitely not real gold. It's just that color. So you come in through the gates, and the guards there are just sort of like watching you warily because you're sort of the same four that left, and now you're back with a cart full of stuff. Kind of suspicious, but the peasants seem pretty happy. They all look significantly healthier than how you guys left them. You see that there are a bunch of fish hanging from their various little stalls, I guess. They don't really have stalls, they just sort of have like things that give shade.
Okay. Are these the folks that are outside the gate, or just
Uh-huh.
around town?
This is outside the gate. They appear to be drying fish from what you can tell.
Okay.
A few of them
Something smells fishy here.
a few of them are like a sort of like wave at nature. They recognize them from when he gave them the good berries.
I would like to wave back.
You wave back, and they seem to beam with happiness that their good friend, right, seems to remember them. One of them walks up to you, and it's the old man that you talked to earlier. Ah, ah, ah. Back. See, we took your advice and we made a little bit of something of ourselves.
Good.
Takes a little bit of walking, but we go to the river and we fish up a few fish.
And then you're able
really-
to eat for a whole day.
Really grateful for your help. Thanks.
You're most certainly welcome. And if there's any way I can help you in the future, you just let me know. I'm always happy to teach what I can.
Thank you. But I think once we get this farm situation settled, should be fine. But for
Now-
now, we can live off fish and whatever imports we get.
Very well.
in.
Maybe I can help you with your farm once I'm not so busy. But for now, you take care, okay, friend?
You too, friend.
Okie
too.
dokie. And then,
So the guards seeing this, they're like, ugh, whatever. And they let you pass. You seem to be in good standing with the citizens of the town, so and making sure they don't die of starvation. It's better than a lot of other people that live here. So you make it back over to Lucius's shop, and he's just, and you see the doors closed, and nothing's really going on right now.
Hello, Lucius. I would like to walk in and say that.
You walk in, and there is incredibly even more dust than when you left.
You're still not
And any
tidying up.
footprints- And any footprints that were there before have been covered within a thin layer of dust as well.
Interesting.
Are there any more like?
The door to
Cool.
the back room is open, but you see that you peek inside and there doesn't seem to be anyone in there.
Is there anything else? Has there been anything breakable added to the shop?
There is how you left it with absolutely nothing in there. It's the same way it is currently. There are shards of glass on the table, or under the table, from when you knocked that thing over.
Is there any sign of where Lucius could be?
Roll insight please? You remember that he seemed to be in good standing with the barkeep that you spent the night at before.
Okay.
Remember that his name was Stach.
Yeah, Gustav. Well, it would seem that Lucius is not here, so maybe we should go visit Gustav at the Harlequin's Ale House. So I would like to go ahead and pick up the cart and start dragging it that way.
Yup, you definitely do that. So you all make it over there, and you hear some talking. You recognize these voices as being Lucius and Gustav. They're just doing idle chatter. It doesn't seem like anything particularly important. They just sort of seem to be waiting and don't have much else to do. It's just this stuff has been taken from him. And he's kind of annoyed, obviously, but you guys seem strong, so he has some faith in you. As far as you can tell, it's just doing the same thing he usually does, not having customers. Probably because they're scared of him. So you're walking in, right?
Yes, walk in and hello, gentlemen.
So Lucius is the first one to hear you. It's like, I don't remember your name, but I remember your face.
Nietzsche.
There, Nietzsche. He looks behind you. Where would you have left the cart?
Right outside the door, like, parked
Would he be able to see
conveniently
it?
to where no,
He can see it.
unless there's a window. If there's a window, it'd be parked right in front of
There-
the window.
Not really.
Okay.
Did you find my stuff?
Well, we found a cart that had all types of items that resemble the list you
Oh.
have.
I see. She'll just go ahead and come out and have a look at it.
Yes, come with me. I
So-
will follow him out there. As
Would
he
you guys like
inspects.
to tell me that you put all of the stuff back? Or you still have anything on your person?
Nietzsche put it all back. It's in the cart. It should be anyway.
Yanjima, did you put your board back?
I'm playing with the orb when Lucius comes out.
Are you like changing its color?
Yes.
Okay. Well, there's the orb of color. I see you figured out how it works.
I hold up the orb to Lucius's face and say Lucius,
It
trying to see if
changes
it'll
the
change to its
exact color that Lucius' skin is. Which, for your convenience,
It's blue.
well, actually, I have not made the token a character token. But this is what he looks like.
This blue orb is a blue window.
For Brady's and Sam's convenience, because Justin can't see him. But it matches exactly his blue horns and face, and, and he laughs. He's, ha ha ha. Yes, it's rather fun to play with. So he looks in the car and is like, yes. Let's see. Right. Looks like everything's here. Suppose you'll be wanting payment.
Yes, and about that actually, I was wondering if maybe you could throw in an item for each of us too. You're
An
not
item?
selling them, so maybe
I
these could help us help other people around town.
Well, my policy is one item for one person. What would you like?
Well, I would like to go ahead and let everybody know what everything does.
Okay.
I will copy and paste it. I've got it all. Oh.
I'm actually just going to edit this, copy and paste all of this to where anyone can see it in the notes,
Okay.
so they don't have to scroll up.
Where would I find this list?
Yeah. It should be under Lucius list of goods.
He
In your
can't see
journal.
because he's not
Oh.
level 20.
Well, that would make it a little tough.
He has the booming quarterstaff, does lightning damage and thunder damage, and makes you resistant to thunder damage.
I would like the boots of quickness, please.
There's the caffeinated armor, which makes it so that you don't get tired as easily. Essentially, the boots of quickness gives you a. Well, I guess nature has that. Just take first dibs. The armor of quickness makes your initiative modifier go up by exactly 1. It is also scale mail, which may or may not be relevant to you. The ring of jumping.
Which ones change color?
We have the spear, and the boots, and the orb that change color.
The orb, the spear, and the boots?
He's pretty adamant about only 1 per person, though.
No, like the orb, the spear, and the boots are the 3 that change color?
Yes.
What's the spear do?
It changes color.
That's it.
Yep. It's just a regular ass sphere.
That changes.
It looks
color.
really nice, though.
Meow.
I asked Lucius if this orb does anything besides change color.
Haha, nope. It doesn't. It just changes color. But it is a nice and shiny piece of glass right there. It's also solid. He takes it from you. He bounces it a little bit on the wood inside. Very solid.
Would, theoretically,
Theoretically.
could it hit somebody and not break?
Theoretically. I believe glass is a very solid material. I wouldn't want to be hit with it.
And the character you said the armor raises my initiative by 1?
Yep, but it's made out of scale mail. But let's see.
What class is that?
It is medium armor, 14 plus your dexterity modifier, a max of 2, but you have disadvantage on stealth checks.
And we also have the axe.
Zam wants the
And-
quarterstaff.
No. Of course he wants the quarterstaff.
What does, how did the goblin end up working? Because I missed that.
The goblet, as a bonus action on your turn, you can expend a charge to fill the goblet with water. It can hold, or it has 5 charges, and has a maximum of 10 charges. Gains 1d4 plus 2 charges after a long rest.
And its entire thing is it's filled with water. Just fills with water.
Yeah, so you're pretty much never going to go thirsty.
Or you could poison a bunch of people.
If you have poison to pour into the water, yeah. I don't know if it can make poison water.
I want the orb. What would Jeff's character probably take?
I am asking.
I want the orb. It changes color and it's shiny.
As he says that to Gloop, I would like to be like, but you said one item.
I don't think I can give it away for free.
But you'll never sell it either.
I have connections.
How long have you had the staff on your shelf?
About 3 weeks.
Of course. But if you give it to Gloop here, we could bring you more magic items.
You're going to bring me more magic items.
If you pay for them in honey.
In honey.
Well, I would like honey. I think everyone else is impartial.
I repeat honey so that the orb changes color again.
It turns into the color of honey. It just looks at it, contemplating.
Hey, Lucius,
Ah, yes.
what colors can this turn into?
It can turn into any color. But you have to have a specific color in mind.
Can I just like say a person's name and it'll turn into the color of their skin?
You can try.
I turn to nurture and hold the orb up so like nurture's like fur, you can see it through the orb and just say nurture.
It turns into nature's nice brown fur color. Nice dark brown.
Very dark. Almost black. But not.
I just kind of look back at Lucius, just like, holy shit.
Now, Lucius, listen. You wouldn't have any items had it not been for us. I think you could do us a favor by letting Gloop have this item. And if you really wanted, we could also tell the Empire that you have your items back and they could come confiscate them before you sell them again. That would be rather unfortunate.
Roll persuasion.
Nietzsche.
Well, you make a very fun nature. How about 5 gold?
5 gold, is that this many? And I hold up my 5 claws.
Yeah, that's the yellow piece.
I'm sure Gloop can do that. If you want, you can just take that off of our payment that you promised us as well.
Of course, of course. So, he is... If you'll follow me back to my shop.
Okay, I would like to pick up the cart and follow him.
Alright,
Before I
so
pick up the cart, I would like to put on my boots.
Which ones did you get?
The boots of quickness. Couch cough wheeze.
So
you,
what did everybody end up getting?
as you guys are walking back to the shop, you start gaining slight speed. As when you get there, you notice that you're about 5 feet ahead of everyone else. It's not significant, but it's something.
So what all did everybody end up? I got the orb, Nurture got the boots, Gloop got the quarterstaff.
Yes. And I already knew I was going to regret ever letting you guys have the quarterstaff. Because in
Why?
addition to like quarterstaff damage, it gives you just, incidental 2d6 thunder damage.
Yeah, but I have an orb, and I can throw it at people.
Okay, whatever. Listen, fine.
How much damage will the orb do while thrown?
1d4 plus proficiency. You have proficiency in weird things? You don't. Wait, Tavern Brawler? No. Ah, yes, you are proficient. You have a 1d4 plus your proficiency modifier. No, that's Gloop. I was the wrong character. Gloop would have 1d4 with proficiency modifier. You, let's see. You would get 1d4
I would get
with your orb.
Since it's a thrown range weapon, wouldn't my dex mod be applied to it though?
I think it would probably be an improvised weapon, maybe?
We will say that for the purpose of you throwing a weapon, look at your sheet again.
What'd you say? You were breaking up.
He's
I'm
just
looking at
speaking
your
softly.
sheet. Let's see, you have proficiency in crossbow, weapon, counting system. It's pretty simple in its usage.
You could probably use darts. Like, the darts damage with it, maybe?
It's kind of heavy. I don't know if it can dart.
A sling?
Let's say it has one, let's say 6. Let's see.
1d6, is that what you said?
6 inches. We'll say it has 1d6 plus your dex modifier.
1d6 plus dex, got it. Can I apply sneak attack damage to that? Like if I
You can
turn
apply
it...
sneak attack damage to anything.
As long as you're got a ally near them or are attacking them when they don't know you're there. That's how it should work.
So, yeah. So you do make it back to his shop. He goes into the back room, and he gets his little strong box that he was. And he opens it up in front of you guys, out of sight of everyone else. And you see what looks like exactly 500 gold pieces. But he takes 5 of them and he puts it in his pocket for the payment for the stuff.
You can take that off Gloop's cut.
He looks at each of us like, let's see.
So between the 4 of us,
95.
That'd be 125 for everybody, with Gloop only getting 120.
That's correct.
alright, I have added that. I can buy so much honey now. Now, Lucius, do you think this is enough to
Gold.
buy the honey hut?
No. Val has put a lot of money into the honey hut. I don't think that buy it is a building.
Well, I'm not really good with money. I don't. So Maybe I'll see how much he would sell it to me for, so I can have unlimited honey all the time. Then I just have to find my mother, and she can come eat honey with me. Also, what would, I don't know what Volothar is.
Oh, he.
I think he's a
I think
sorcerer,
he actually
right?
told me what he took. He he took the let me
Ring?
just verify.
I would think he'd either take the ring, the goblet, or maybe the boots. I bet he took the ring.
It looks like he's taking the ring, but I'm just making sure. Because it's funny because of reasons.
Of reasons related to the other campaign?
Yep.
What did the ring do again?
It allows you to jump 30 feet and it gives you
You can jump 30 feet, and then you can gain 10 feet of speed during that turn to walk. Can be pretty good.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, I think he's taking the ring and jumping. I'm not going to wait for him to respond. Stay. It's wonderful. Ulthor can now jump high. It's because my character, Dragon, also has a ring of jumping in our campaign. It's just really funny.
Yeah, it is. Well, Lucius, is there anyone else, or is there anything you can tell us about the Ember Post?
It's just a place between the capital and here, one of a few where various agents of the Empire can stop. It's not particularly, doesn't stand out particularly as anywhere important. It's just another place along the road.
So the Empire controls it,
Yes.
because that's where they were going to take your items, but then we were able to scare them off.
You scared them off.
Well, when you're in the woods that you don't know and you can't see anything because there's no light and a bear growls, what would you do?
Interesting. You know what? I'm going to take this back to Ustash's place, and you might not see me again for a while.
Oh, why is that? Are you going on a journey?
Well, if those gods, those agents, come back and realize their stuff is gone, then they'll probably be coming back here.
Well, they would have no reason to believe that you took it. You're just a little dude.
Well,
Plus, they never saw
I think-
us. But maybe you
I
should
think
lay
I
low.
will. Still, lay a little bit low for them.
Now here's a question for you. If in the future we find magic items that we have no use for, would you like to buy them from us?
Sure. He rummages around in his pocket a little bit. He produces a whistle. Now, whenever you find anything that seems cool, particularly powerful, that you don't want, just blow this. It won't make any sound, but he hands it to you. You feel a shock of magic. I'm sure you understand.
So I just have to blow this whistle when I find something that we don't want. And then what happens? Do you come up to us?
Try it.
Okay. I would like to walk into the nearest alleyway and blow the whistle.
Okay, so you blow the whistle. True to his word, the whistle makes absolutely no sound, but suddenly you hear Lucius's voice in your head. Ah, I see you have blown the whistle, friend. Do you have any wares to sell?
No. I was
Just,
testing
just,
it.
just a joke, just a joke. Uh, try not to use that too much.
Okay. I will put the whistle into my backpack.
He pulls out another whistle. It works two ways, too. If I need to contact you, I can. And he pulls it out. He blows on the whistle. It also makes no noise. But again, you can hear his voice in his head, in your head.
Why, hello
His
there.
mouth does not move.
This is pretty neat.
Yes, it's quite useful. Useful. Anyway, I heard the officials have a sort of bounty out for some undead to that tower to the southeast.
Undead
If
in the
you're
tower.
interested in making more money.
And you said the Empire was looking for someone to take care of it.
Not necessarily the Empire, but that tower used to be a lighthouse until the undead attacked.
Who could we get more information about this tower from?
You should probably head over to the administration sect and just start asking around. I'm sure someone would know.
Okay, we can do that for sure.
Well, I will see you guys later. And he takes the cart with him back to Ushach.
Goodbye, Lucius. We will see you again.
Ta-ta for now.
Okay. Well, should we go to the administration sector and see what they're paying in order to get rid of the undead from that lighthouse? Or do you want to do something different, Naya?
Bolithor is going to go get food.
Okay.
Because he's been craving some meats. Some good old meats.
Was it west, southwest, or east?
East. Southeast. We can go back. We shall go back to the map. We're not going to map now. Talk about it later. For our immersion.
Is Justin not there? Maybe on the phone?
He's probably on the phone again.
I'm gonna have to go soon, but I'm actually looking at roguish archetypes right now because I assumed the end of the quest would level us up.
Yeah, you guys are level 3, but I wasn't gonna tell you. So that's fine.
Neato, we leveled up. Good job, team. Although Nature doesn't know that he leveled up, so. Do you want to call the session now, or do you want to allow us to go to the administration? Okay.
We're not going to do anything important again.
Okie dokie. I would like to go to the administration section of town.
Alright, so you, Nature, Loop, and the cat all make your way over. Bolithor is somewhere. eating. He tells you that he's going to go back to your stocks, or maybe even the honey hut, some tavern, or somewhere to get food.
Hey guys, I'm gonna have to go ahead and do the thing.
That's fine.
All right, Dieter.
We're just gonna roleplay.
See
Yep, later.
you later.
Uh,
Okay.
someone, us. I have pictures. Sorry, I have
Hiccups as well.
apparently.
Pictures and hiccups.
Oh, this one's fine. This person walks out of a building. Ah, the bear. Your reputation precedes you.
My reputation.
Yes, you are the one that I'm not sure I hear of many other talking bears, but you are the one that helped out and inspired the less fortunate outside the gates, were you not?
Oh yes, I just wanted to make sure that they didn't get, too hungry and then die. It's not a very effective way to keep the townsfolk happy. So I showed them how to fish.
Ah, well, normally they would be farming, but
Well, they said something was wrong with their crops right now.
yes, we haven't been able to figure that out yet. What brings you around here?
Well, we heard from Lucius that the tower, the lighthouse I guess, to the southeast was infested with undead, and that someone around here might be looking to get rid of the undead.
Ah, yes, the lighthouse. We are paying for that. I believe last time we said it was 5 gold per skull.
5 gold per skull?
Ah, yes.
Hmm.
Not sure how many there are in there, but it's the going rate.
I feel like I could buy a lot of honey if I bring a lot of skulls.
Ah, yes, mouse honey. Very, very scrumptious.
Now, what's important about the lighthouse?
You mean like details of the lighthouse?
Yes.
Well, as I remember, the lighthouse has 3 important floors. It's kind of large. It's not just like a lighthouse. It doesn't just have stairs that essentially lead up, but there are 3 very distinct floors. It's not that big, but you could hold a defense from there if you really needed to. At the top, there is a rather large brazier. Brazier?
Brazier.
Doesn't matter. That's we can light at night to guide the sailors home.
Now, has it not been being lit since the undead took over?
We have taken other countermeasures. Since the undead have taken over, no one seems to be brave enough to take to them.
So, what you're telling me is if we liberate this lighthouse of the undead, it will make safe passage for all sailors?
Yes, it'll make it a lot more convenient anyway. We can finally use something other than our mishmash of lanterns at the docks.
Here's one final question. If we do get rid of all the undead, besides just gold, is there anything else you can offer us? Maybe a discount to the stores?
Well, I don't think I would have to offer you the discount at the stores. You actually just be hailed as heroes. And get a discount that way, but that would have to be taken up with each merchants that take residence here.
Now, the merchants rely on the sailors, do they not?
Somewhat. They do have their own wares. I know that Haval has his honey and doesn't actually need. It's fairly self-sufficient. Excuse me while I look at my notes.
Yeah, you're good.
I know that our alchemists here, the alchemists, they thrive somewhat on the imports of various herbs and such. They also have their own gardens, I believe. But yes, I would say that the rest of them, like the blacksmiths get their metals from Marble Rock Landing. That's where the mountains are. You could probably stand to trade within the Empire, but
Prices are probably
We don't.
really high.
we don't really have much in the way of mines here.
That makes sense. Well, do we come back to you with the skulls?
Yes, and she shows you to a specific. We're gonna mark it with green. It's this one.
Okay.
Y'all go to that specific building. This is where I typically work out of. If you need to report about your findings, just call for me.
Okie dokie. And what is your name?
Hope I haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, okay. You can give it to me later. Sounds good. One final question now. Do you have any sort of item that would make it easier for us to transport these skulls back to you?
You can call me Shiloh.
That's her name?
Yes,
Okay.
that's her name. I had to write down this character.
Can I tell what race she is?
She appears to be human.
Human female. Well, thank you, Shiro. I think we'll go see what we can do about the undead. I would like to be able to make sure people get safe passage here. Also, do you know anything about the farms outside of the gates and why they aren't producing their crops?
We're not sure. It seems to, as far as we can tell, it seems something magical's going on, but we haven't figured out how to reverse the effects.
Maybe I'll go take a look. Now here's a question for you. I had switched one of my prepared spells during a long rest. Oh, neat.
Okay.
And you just shared that with us, right?
Yes.
Is it in Holden Harbor? Dope. Cool.
Golden Harbor characters. I should probably note down race and such.
What time during the day is it right now?
It would be about midday. It looks like the sun's getting ready to set, but it won't set for another hour or so.
Now, if I go to the farms, would I be able to use detect magic or detect poison and disease to find anything?
I don't know, would you?
Well,
try.
I would like to go and find out.
Okay.
I don't know where the farms are, so I'll just assume right out here.
Alright, so This phone. uh, so you go out there, and what do you do?
So I would like to, as a ritual, cast Detect Poison and Disease. And then what it lets me do is for up to 10 minutes, I can sense the presence and location of poisonous creatures and diseases within 30 feet. And I would like to walk around the farm for 10 minutes, trying to see if there's anything poisonous or disease-ridden that is causing the crops not to grow.
Okay. So as you're walking around with your detect poison and disease spell, um, you don't notice anything. The spell doesn't pick up anything that seems to be poison or disease. You notice that while it doesn't pick up anything like that, the plants themselves are dead. Very, very obviously so. You bend down to pick one up, and it doesn't do anything like crumble into ashes, but the carrot that you pick up, you assume it's a carrot, but it's just pitch black. It squishes a lot easier than like what you would assume a carrot would do.
So, can I tell if it's a lack of water?
You definitely notice that it is not between the river that's nearby and the fact that the fish seem to have enough water. You don't think that the crops dying is a result of water.
Okay. I would like to do the same ritual with Detect Magic and try to see if there's any magical presence around the crops.
Okay. So you go through with the ritual, and immediately as you finish the ritual, you notice that in somewhat sporadic places on the farm, you see that there are bluish purplish rays of energy coming up. You recognize this. What's this? Sense magic. Yeah, you see the aura, right?
You learn the
School of Magic. You recognize it as necrotic energy.
And it's only in various spots?
It appears to be, if you went to it appears to be like coming up in, when you look at it, it looks like there are lines of necrotic energy that seem to be affecting everything around it. Without the spell, you would see that the crops that are growing directly on it are a little bit more withered than the ones that are, say, just sort of next to it.
Okay. So is it like a circular area, or is it just like lines of necrotic energy?
It's the lines of necrotic energy surround the farm in a circular area. Like it like encompasses the farm, but there's some necrotic energy that leaks out of the farm, so it's like all of the farm, but then a little bit more.
Gotcha. Are there any particular spots that radiate more energy than others, or is it all pretty level?
It looks pretty even.
Okay. Can I dig a hole about 6 feet deep?
You sure can.
Actually, no. I'd rather go talk to a farmer real quick.
Alright.
Excuse me, Mr. Farmer. Did any of these farms used to be burial grounds?
Oh, you're the bear. No, I don't think that there were any burial grounds here. Talking about the black crops, right?
Correct. I just detected a lot of necrotic energy, and I know necromancy can be used to bring back the dead. So I was thinking maybe there's a graveyard around here, and someone brought them back, killing all your crops and bringing back the undead. But if this wasn't a burial ground, it must be some other type of necromancy at work here.
Oh, yeah, but we haven't really been able to figure that out. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
It is quite weird. Do you know anybody in the general vicinity that uses magic? Maybe they live on the outskirts of town.
You see his, like, the veins on his forehead start popping as he tries to remember anyone that might be using magic.
If it hurts your head too much, don't worry about it.
He does remember one person that he saw that seems to occasionally pop up around town. But well, think there's one person, but I don't know how to find them.
Do they come into town often?
Not really, but
Do you know what direction they come from?
no. I kind of remember what they look like.
Oh, that could be helpful.
It's gonna be weird, but it's kind of like it's a really pale looking woman. I don't know if she's human or elven or whatever, but she's pale and she's got just pitch black hair.
Pale
really
and
all I
pitch
can give
black
you.
hair. And she comes into town often, but not often enough.
That's right.
Does she ever need anything specific when she comes to town?
As far as I can tell, she's just looking around. I don't know. I don't really pay attention much to that stuff.
Well,
Kind of gives me the creeps, you know?
understandable. She might be the key to why your crops are not cooperating with you. So, if you could tell all the farmers and other people that you know to keep an eye out for her, and then let me know where she comes from, I would love to investigate.
Alright, we sure do appreciate your help.
You're most certainly welcome, friend. But for now, I need to get back with my friends. Well, I'm sure other people care, they just have many busy things to do.
That's true, I guess. You're kind of a busy harbor.
Very true. And we're about to make it busier once we get rid of all the undead in the lighthouse. I'll come and talk to you after then and see if you found anything.
Some balls.
Well, my name is Nietzsche, not Nerder. I'm just kidding. Anyway, Fred, you take care and keep your eyes peeled.
You too, Bear.
And then I will join the group back at the wherever they end up being.
Sure has interrogated person inside.
I haven't interrogated anybody.
I'm saying interrogated.
Okay. Well, since we won't be going to the lighthouse tonight, the only thing that I can think of that Nietzsche would probably want to do is maybe go and purchase some other gear, like from uh, the items table in the player's handbook. But if you want, I can just deduct the gold and buy the things that I
I'm
would
down
want.
for role playing that.
Okay.
Just let me finish up these notes. Oops. Right. Show that to players. Wisdom save.
Oh, I accidentally clicked it.
Alright. So you go back to the market area, marketish area with merchants. And you do find a series of shops that seem to be very, very clearly labeled. There is the blacksmith that you heard about, the alchemist, a jeweler. There's also a general store that is interesting. The glowing mega store.
The glowing
Yes.
mega store. Okay.
It's called the glowing mega store.
I would like to go into there.
The glowing mega store.
Yes.
All right, so you walk in and it's decidedly not glowing, but it's clean. So
Hello, friend.
hello. I've heard about you.
Oh, have you?
Do you realize you're famous among the peasant folk outside?
Well, I did feed them one time, and I helped them learn to fish, so I guess they would know me.
They were panicking about their crops, and we didn't really know what to do. I believe they were starting to run out of money and couldn't really buy anything dock down south. So
Well, that would make sense.
whatever you did, they really appreciate it.
Well, I do what I can to keep the peace and help feed the people. I just want to make sure everyone understands that nature is here for them.
What can I get you?
Well, there's a couple things I was looking for. Do you happen to have rope?
Sure do. How much you need?
If I could get about 50 feet.
All right. He goes to a wall that has just like a absolute shit ton of rope on it, and he measures out 50 feet of rope, and before he cuts it, he's like, do you sure you just want 50 feet?
That should be good enough for now.
All right. He cuts off 50 feet of rope.
Do you have a grappling hook as well?
Yes, I actually do.
I would like one of those.
He goes back behind his counter and bends down, fishes up a grappling hook.
If I could actually
So,
get two.
Oh, I have two grappling hooks. Okay. He gets another grappling hook.
Let's see. This rope should carry my weight, correct?
Oh, we can give it a test outside if you want.
Please.
Alright.
So,
So you go outside and he just sort of like looks around for something that looks load bearing. And he finds like a corner of a building. Not his building, mind you. And he just sort of like slings it over one of the load bearing poles. Thinks is load bearing. Let's see. Roll a d20. All right, so the rope doesn't break, but when you try to hang from it, it makes an indent in the corner of that building. Uh,
Hmm.
it's kind of a fairly loud crack, and this. Let's see. This kind of like raggedy looking fellow walks out. It's kind of short, not gnomish, mind you, just a short human. Walks out. He sees this. He sees you. He sees the general store guy. I was like, he just sighs, mutters something about not having time for this, and goes back inside.
Well, it looks like the rope works. Thank you. There's more stuff I would like to buy too.
All right, all right. What else you want?
Do you have a miner's pick?
Pickaxe.
Yes.
It's an interesting one. Let me check. He goes into the back room. It's not really something that they would normally keep. So you hear a lot of shuffling around, and he walks back out. He has a bit of a disappointment on his face. You might want to check the docks for that. Not really a mining. We don't really have places to mine around here.
Makes sense. Do you have a
But-
bell?
A bell?
A
Oh,
bell.
that's interesting. What do you need a bell for?
No idea, but just in case.
Just in case. All right, I can respect that. He goes back inside, back in his back room. After about 2 minutes, you hear a ringing noise.
Ooh.
So he comes back out, and he's carrying this comically sized bell, and it's kind of a really deep ringing noise, but like you can still hold it in your hand. It's a little bit larger than what you thought it should have been.
Interesting. Is
Well,
it
that's
about
all
the
I
size
have,
of my
but-
paw?
It's a little bit bigger.
I'll take it.
Well, is there anything else I can get you?
As of now, no, I don't think so.
Alright, so that's going to be 50 feet of rope, 2 grappling hooks, and a bell.
Yes.
So he looks into his books, making sure he has the prices right. Grab. All right. Because I like you, and a lot of other people like you, I'll go ahead and give you that for 4 gold pieces.
Oh, okie dokie. I can count that high. Here you go.
All right. Take it. He's quite happy with you. You seem to enjoy your company and your business. And he bids you adieu.
Thank you, friend. I'll be back. Other than
Yes.
that, I've got nothing else that Nietzsche would want to do at this very moment, except for go to that tower. Ooh, I get my second level spells.
Shields.
Alright.
GPs.
Are we going to be doing anything after he buys his shield, or is that going to be it?
I don't have anything. I don't have anything, Len. But if you're interested in asking around for things, then I'm not gonna stop you. I have nothing to do.
Yeah, I should be good. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording and then bounce.
Nice.
Alright. I'll update his spells and stuff later. Because he should... Prepared, they should be different. So I'm going to unprepare everything. Except for Good Berry. And Cure Wounds. No. Healing Word. I will always take those. Just in case. Alright, duder. I'll catch you later.
Yep. See you Saturday.
Yas. We'll figure out the time, but I'm thinking we could shoot around maybe 1 or 2 o'clock, I think.
And
I'll ask what...
morning? Wow, that's... I'm joking.
Yeah. Alright.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, that... I could probably do it, but... Well, no, I wouldn't, because then I go to work 4 hours later. But,
yeah, that's fine.
Alright. Well, I'll catch you later.
Alright.
Peace!
Peace.
Alright, appreciate everyone coming up. Hopefully you had a good old time, and then we'll see you next time. Peace!